Hey guys, it's Sybil. Welcome back to my channel. In this video, I will be talking about 5 things I wished I told my younger self. I'm pretty much just saying these things because they're things that I've learned along the way that I wished I'd learned sooner, and they're also things that I hope someone else will be able to use as a takeaway. So the first one would be to be kind to myself. So life can be hard, it can be stressful, and it's not always easy, but I wished I had told myself and reminded myself to be kind, and that would be in terms of my thoughts. So, things are going to be okay, like pretty much just to not beat myself up if something went wrong, and to stop with all of the negative thoughts that would go in, or the self-blame or the self-hate, and be a lot more kinder and a lot more loving towards myself. And that would also be in terms of so if you're grieving something, or if something's not really working out, or stress, or whatever it is, I wished I'd taken the time out as well just to have seen the signs and the signals that my body was giving me to get me to process and deal with things properly, or just to take time out or do whatever it was that I needed in order to take care of myself. So the second one is it's okay not to have everything figured out. So this one's probably a really important one for me because it is something that I have held on to for a very long time. I always had this idea of what my future would be like and what expectations I put on myself very early on, and I carried this with me for a very long time. I felt so much pressure and so much stress on myself from all of these expectations, thinking that I would have the perfect job by now, thinking that I'd be married and I'd have kids and I'd, essentially be happy, and things didn't work out that way. And I've only learned that realization that it's okay for things not to work out how you pictured them or expected them to work out. So not everything in life is meant to be this picture perfect thing that's in your head. And also the things that have happened to me along the way are things that have made me who I am as a person, and they've also helped me grow. They've also helped me realize what it is that I still want and still need, and that it's okay to not have these expectations on how things are meant to be. And it's also made me have weight lifted off my shoulders, because I was the only one putting all of these expectations on myself. No one else was. And it's okay for things to not work out a certain way. And I'm realizing now that the best part of this is the unknown, getting to not have it all figured out and just enjoying what comes next. And it's pretty liberating. Number 3, self-care is super important. So this links into number 1, being kind to yourself. It's just knowing when your limits are. And this is with anything, the job, with relationships, with what you can deal with internally, and things that might be going on for you. So just constantly checking in with yourself, checking in with your surroundings, checking with people, and just seeing whether or not it's still benefiting you. And to not also push yourself past your limits. If you feel like there's something that you can't do, then don't try and push yourself to do it, and to listen to what your body and your mind is telling you as well. So just to constantly take in all of the signs, the energies, what your gut might be telling you. To not dwell on the past and to not stress about what could be happening in the future. This one also includes being hydrated, eating lots of nutritional food, and that hurting myself, because I would self-harm if I got to the point where I was really bad and I didn't know how to cope, that doesn't help. That doesn't help solve problems. It just creates other ones. And always just listen to yourself and your gut instinct. Okay, so number 4, you're not going to get the love you need from anyone other than yourself. This one has taken me a long time. So self-love is just something that I didn't really think about for a long time. And I did try to get love from other aspects, and it didn't really feel whole. It didn't really make me feel complete. And it's only with time that I realized you really need to just sit with yourself and be comfortable in your own silence. Be comfortable with just being on your own, no matter what it is that you're doing, even when you're with other people. Just literally sitting with yourself. And that also means not settling in relationships, friendships, getting rid of people that you find aren't providing you with growth or feel like they're disrupting your energies or are just making you feel like you have to be a different person and feeling like you need to be someone else as well to be accepted. You should learn to love your quirks, your traits, your values, anything that makes you you, and be happy and comfortable in your own skin. The 5th one is it's okay to fail. Failure leads to growth. So what I mean by this, I don't mean fail as in fail. I mean trying new things and they don't work out, because fail is such a bad word to use. You don't actually fail. You only fail if you're not wanting to do something or you're not trying to do something. But if you're trying to do something and it doesn't work out, then you haven't failed at all. So it's okay to step out of your comfort zone, to try new things, to be in relationships or friendships and they don't work out. It's okay to try that course or do that course and you find out that it's not for you, or you finish it and it's something that you're not going to pursue a career in. That's okay. You have tried, you have gone out of your comfort zone, you've pushed past sometimes uncomfortability, and that's all part of the process. It's all part of working out what it is that you might need to still improve on or work on, or you might have gained new skills, or you might surprise yourself and find that there's something that you've learnt about yourself or about others along the way that you wouldn't have learnt before if you hadn't have tried the thing that you had tried. So I'd want to keep telling myself that it's okay to keep trying new things. It's okay if they don't work out, because it's all leading you to where you might need to be. It's all making you grow and become a person that you're meant to be. All of these things are roadblocks and stepping stones for a life that you would not have necessarily have thought about before, and they give you strength and courage to go out and pursue other things. So never be afraid to keep trying, and also this could lead to success. I know some of the things that you guys would like to tell your younger selves, or things that you wish you knew sooner. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you like my other ones, please hit subscribe, and I'm looking forward to seeing you guys next Thursday.